Hey guys, Winter Weather Center here with another video, and today I'm going to talk about how Winter Storm Jackson is making its way across the west and the upper Midwest, bringing snow and possibly blizzard conditions. And also, we're going to talk about the warm-up and other things. So, right now, let's get started. So, let's see where the storm is right now. It's kind of brewing. It's starting to brew up in the Intermountain West, bringing rain and mountain snow. But as we get into overnight, that cold air is gonna start punching into the lower elevations like valley floors and stuff. It will start actually bringing that to some frozen precipitation. So let's talk about a few places like Salt Lake City. You will see rain first, and then I would say as we go throughout the day, y'all will transition into snow. And I guess that's what's happening right now. So, and also the thing about this storm is that the cold air is coming in quickly. So, that's what's really bringing what it is to what it is. Oops, sorry. So, let's look at tonight. Probably seeing 3 to 5 inches of snow expected. Then tomorrow, 1 to 3 inches. So that's about a good 8 inches that could be on the ground by tomorrow morning. I mean by Monday morning. So yeah, that's how it's going to be. Now let's look at GFS on Tropical Tidbits, and we're going to see what that's saying. What the storm is really going to do, as the GFS says, is that this storm is going to combine with another low. If you people don't know, it's called a Colorado low, called a Colorado low, which it does. What that does is that it combines with another low off the Gulf Coast, and that brings rains to parts like the South and snow to places in the northern tier of the U.S. So let's run the GFS and let's see what Jackson will do throughout the nighttime. First of all, it will just bring snow to the west. Then that's what that's gonna do. Is going to move its way out into the upper Midwest, as you can see, and that's a pretty strong load that we're talking about here. And then the remains of Jackson are probably gonna be in the northeast, places like Caribou, Maine. Probably gonna see some snow out of this system. Probably seeing about 3 to 5 inches possible. And so yeah. Now let's look at our current watches and warnings. You can see a big swath of winter storm watches and a lot of warnings and advisories around here, which I think possibly get transitioned into warnings. And I expect that the winter storm watches are going to transition into warnings over areas, and I expect this to extend throughout the Midwest. So that's what I'm expecting. And then down here, places like probably the mountains of New Mexico could see some snow, which they haven't seen snow basically all winter. That's how I'm going to explain it. But then at the same time, it's kind of been the opposite in the east. East gets a lot of storms, west dry. So let's look at the future snowfall. So I'm right here, and you can see with the GFS, I think the GFS is being quick with the snowfall. I think we're still going to see heavy snowfall, but we're not going to see like back-breaking snowfall like 6 feet. No, I think we can see about a good foot to a foot and a half, as most of this says. Actually, you can see about close to 2 feet in places, which I think could be possible, but I don't know. Let's just be honest. I think that's possible. So let's look at my snowfall forecast. But one thing I gotta say is, the good thing about the storm is that it's not a lot of ice to be associated with this, but we're still going to get some slick conditions. So, all right, so let's cooperate. So I would say about in the west, about a good 8 to 12 inches of snow, including places in the mountains. And then in the upper Midwest, I would say about a good 8 to 18, or possibly more, also in the West too. So they're not out of this. Now places like Denver, they can see it. They can see 8 inches, maybe 9. Places like Minneapolis, they can see even more, probably like 7 to 10 inches of snow possible. And so that's what I'm thinking for right now. But right now, what I want to transition into is into the warm up. Now the warm up is what many people have been wishing for, but I'm not wishing for. Kind of defeats the whole main purpose of winter. If you want, if you want warm weather on the first day of winter, nah, that doesn't make sense. But let's go. Let's go to the warm up. Like I said, that ridge is kind of reversing, as I called it in the reverse ridge, as I said in this past few videos. It's called the reverse ridge. That's what I call, where we get that jet stream in the west, making it the west more stormier, and the upper Midwest more stormier, while it makes the south dry and warm. And when I talk about warm, it's not gonna be like 60s and 60 degrees, 70 degrees. No, it's probably gonna be maybe in the 50s, 40s. Places you usually see they're at 30s during the wintertime, probably at maybe 40s. So, like I said, that warm air is pushed further north, so it's kind of like a ridge. So it makes them Gulf Coast that warm air from the Gulf Coast push up. Well, as we can say, southerly winds. So that pushes up and makes places like in the south more warmer. But the one thing I don't know about this warm up is how long it's gonna last, and that's what everybody's asking. But we don't really know how long it's gonna last. So we're gonna probably wait for another week, and we're gonna see possibilities of how long it's gonna last, which I think is not gonna last long. So that's really the warm up now. Now let's go to the places that are going to be affected. Now I'm gonna just do one place. So Minneapolis, they're going to be affected. I forecast many of cities, so yeah. Minneapolis, they're going to be affected. First starting off as ice to transition into snow overnight. So 1 to 3 inches the first on Sunday night. Then as we get into Monday morning, about a good 3 to 5 inches, maybe 6 inches of snow additional, and then probably some snow showers, scattered snow showers later into the daytime, and then that's the storm for Minneapolis. There's probably going to be many more storms this winter to look forward to, but this is update 1 on Winter Storm Jaxon. I possibly could make another video, probably update 2, and I will let you guys know immediately. So like, subscribe, and enjoy, and peace.